Yeah, wow. I'm Onealbola. Happy holiday to everyone out there, and I hope you are having fun because if you want to consider what is happening in our country, nobody will want to do anything rather than to face our family and our work. But yet, we need to take our time to relax ourselves and do something that could replenish our system, our body, because stress is really destroying many lives in this country. So, but that's not where we are going today. I just want to share with you as a gift today what I use to, attain my current financial status. This thing didn't come overnight. It's as a result of hard work. So that's why I titled today's lecture or teaching or info 10 tips I use in attaining my current financial status. Yeah, I'm not rich yet, but I'm not suffering. But I know that my empire is growing, and it's growing very, very fast. So, before I dive into the topic of today, I just want to tell you it is not really, really easy out there to get anything in this country we are. You have to be very, very smart and brilliant upstairs. I'm not talking of academic brilliancy, I'm talking about being street smart. Fine, let's look at some of these tips I highlighted here, and let me explain what I mean by all these things I used personally to achieve my current status. Okay, fine. Number one, I said reverse mode. You can see this is reverse mode. What do I mean by that reverse mode? What I'm trying to say right here is that before I do anything, I'll write out my plans, my objective, my goal. Then I take it out, either to my friends, family members, people that are close to me. They are my circle. Then I ask them, please, look at this goal I've highlighted here. What is your opinion over it? And I'll listen to them all. If they say that, wow, fantastic, brilliant, is so good, then I have to automatically cancel that idea, because I strongly believe that anything that is, very, very good to a lot of people cannot bring out good fruit. I have to cancel it. If they like that idea, I won't do it. I won't do it because it's making sense to a lot of people. And once anything is making sense to many people, just know that such a thing won't work. So that is how I solve some of those my plans, whether I should go ahead and do that particular thing or I should try something else. But if they just say, oh, this thing, do you think that people will like it? It's not comprehensive enough. Is this government policy, this and that and all that? If they are saying negative about that thing, that is when I know that business. It has worked for me several times. I learned this strategy and I'm applying it in every of my moves, and it's really working. In a nutshell, or in summary, what people endorse, I don't do it. If it makes sense to a lot of people, I don't do it because I'm not for everybody. Do you understand this? That is my hot tip number 1. Number 2, let's look at it. I wrote here, cheap goals. Cheap goals. Fine. What do I mean by that? Okay, now let me explain. If I write out a goal and I look at the cost, or the cost in terms of financial, time, the impact of what I want to do in my body, and other considerations, if those things are too cheap for me to achieve, to deliver, I won't do it. Why? Because I believe strongly that once it is very easy, it means that a lot of people can come into it. Just like the way it is easy for me, it's going to be easy for them too, and we begin to drag the same buckets. So it means that I have a lot of competitors to battle within my environment. But once I look at it and I know that, oh, this will almost take my life, then I know that, oh, well, once I'm able to achieve this thing, I will need to battle with the big investors or smarter guys out there. I don't want everyone to just mess up what I've sweat for. I like competing at the top. You understand? So I want to know people that I'm in competition with. Do you understand? That's how I reason. I don't like doing cheap things. Cheap things are for poor people. Poor people, they love to do cheap things. They want something that is easy for them. I don't look for anything that is easy for me. I look for things that I sweat, go through hell for achieving it. Do you understand? So everything that is very easy work, easy everything, that is what people love to do. I don't do that. I look for things that take out the best in me, that make me to sit right or sit up. Do you get it? That's my formula number 2. Now let's go to my formula number 3. I don't want to block the board so that you can see. Do away with friends. What do I mean? I keep my circle small. My circle are my friend. I keep it small. Let me tell you, for a very long time, I don't keep more than 3 friends. Just 3, and I can give you their names here. Just 3. Every other person around me, I cut them off, including family members, unnecessary friends, and everyone that could cause distractions for me, because too many circles will create distraction. Yes, let's say I have a business deal to close somewhere, and my friend comes around, they may tell me that, oh, let's go and see this, let's go and see that, or there's a party here, or there's one event here and there, and all that. I'm human. I may want to listen to them and go with them. But in this case, the moment that I've cut my circle small, I don't have that luxury to visit so much people or many people visiting me. I don't do that. It's strictly those 3 people I keep for a very long time. And I follow my moves. I dedicate my time, my everything for my business, for my goal, for where I'm going. That is what I am facing. No distraction, no friends, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, nothing. It's just my business. My business is my friend. Do you get it? So that is how I avoided distractions in my life. Then I move to number 4, which is reversing financial decisions. What do I mean by that? Now, here it is. This one is very simple. The people around me, I have said earlier that I cut my circle small. Now, the people around me, whether friends, family members, or neighbors, and everyone around within my vicinity or in my territory where I live, I look at what they do in terms of where the school their children attend, the kind of house they live, what they pay as their rent, the kind of car they use and all that. I just look at their expenses column. I look at it and I sit down to analyze it, and I do the reverse of what they are doing. I don't do the same thing with people when it comes to finance. I do the opposite of what they do. I had a lot of friends, I had a lot of people in the past who told me while we are chatting, oh, where my children are schooling, this is what they pay or something like that, my rent, do you know how much it is and all that. I just told them that, oh, it's very interesting, can you tell me more and all that. I look at those information, I get home and I sit down to analyze this thing. I could easily predict what is going to happen to them, and I avoid it by taking the opposite direction of their behavior, and yet, so the excess that I save, I invest it in my business, and my life is going well with me. Now, so also I have number 5 here, self-development. Yeah, self-development is my number 5 tip rather. So what do I mean by self-development? Let me tell you. In a year, I don't spend money at all on books and training. I spend nothing less than $2,000. I'm not talking of naira, I'm talking of in dollars, because some of my training, I do it online and they charge in dollars. I spend nothing less than $2,000 for training. What about books? I spend a lot of money buying books and studying people who have attained what I desire. I want to know how they got there, what their makeups are, their belief system. I want to see it, I want to see the picture, I want to go into their life, and put myself in their shoe and see how they take their decisions and all that. That is how I am able to get some things done. It is not by my senses, no. I'm not that smart, but I learned from people, and I'm making use of those ideas that I learned from all those people. Once I get the idea, I'll be looking for a way to apply all this information to my day-to-day activity. Fine. I don't go for free training. I don't even read things that will lure me or take me to where they are doing anything for free, because I don't believe in it. Do you get that? So I spend my money on things that could develop me. I don't wait for cheap things and all that, or free things. So thank you for that. That will lead us to number 6. Number 6 says that building a shelter and renting a shelter. Fine. This is also another tip that I want to give to you. As you are looking at me, where I'm living is a rented apartment, and I've done so many great things. I have so many buildings that I bought, I built and all that, yet where I'm living is a rented apartment. Why am I thinking like this? Let me tell you, it is cheaper to rent a place than to build a place for you to live. If I'm going to build a place to live right now, I'm going to spend like nothing less than 40 to 50 million naira just for me to sleep and wake up. It doesn't make financial sense to me. How much does it take me to rent a place? I had 600-700K. If I'm spending 700,000 on my house rent, it's going to take me like, you just calculate how many years will I stay in such a place to give to a landlord 40 million or 50 million naira. If the house is 1 million naira per annum, it's going to take me 50 years. If you have 50 years to my age, I'll be around 90. That means my life is going down. There's nothing to do again. You understand? So like 700K or less than, we move that number of years going to take me to about 60 years to pay such money out. And if I invest the same amount of money or the difference in that money into a portfolio, between now and that 60 years, do you know how much that money would have multiplied to? So that is what I'm trying to say here. Renting a place to put your family and all that is cheaper, and use the remaining money, the one that you're supposed to tie down in a building just to acquire or for pride purpose or ego, that money can be pumped into your business and use it to provide services for people and make your life better. So I don't build a house to live. I build it for people to rent it and pay me the money. I build it for business so that people can make use of it and pay me. Do you get that? So it's cheaper to rent than to build. So that will take us to number 7 tip, which I call cash mentality. Number 7 is called cash mentality. Now, I look at this. This idea too is not something that is from another planet or no. I look at people, especially those around me and all that, and I look at how they live and what they say. Many of them, the fear of not having money is always around them and around their faces and all that. They feel that if they don't have much or cash in their hand or sitting in the banks or in their pocket or in their wardrobe, they cannot live. They have that cash mentality in their head. No, I don't keep my money in bank. You can't check my account and meet any money there. It has never happened. You can't come to my house and get any money in my house. You can never see it. No, because I see money as a tool that for exchange or for a value. So if that is the meaning of what money is or cash is, then why are you keeping it somewhere or saving it or packing it somewhere? Be thinking that you don't want to get broke and all that. All my money is at work. It's on one project or the other. It's always busy. My money can never sit in bank, can never sit in my house, can never be in my pocket. It must be busy doing something. So every day I do away with money. I don't like holding it. You can't ask me for 1 naira now and I'll dip my hand in my pocket and give it to you. No, where will I get it? It's not supposed to be kept. It's currency. Meaning that from the work current, it must be flowing, moving. So how can people be saying, no, I can't stay out of cash, there must be cash in my hand in case of this, in case of that. No, it's cheaper and it's faster to raise money than to save money, which I will explain to you later. I believe in raising money, while some people they believe in saving money. And when you save, you know what will happen to it. So I don't use that strategy. My strategy is I raise money, so I don't have that cash mentality. It's dead. It's not in my formula at all. So let's move on to my tip number 8. My tip number 8 is OPM. Other people's money. OPM. Now, what is my idea about OPM? My idea about OPM is this. I ask people, why are you struggling to do this or to do that? Why is it that you have not done this or you have not done that? And I listen to their response. What they say is that there's nobody to help. There's nobody to give me. There's no job in Nigeria, or they keep complaining every time. Then I ask myself, or why are they not raising it? Why are they not raising money instead of saving money and wait till they get what they want before they do what they wanted to do? It's a time wasting. It wastes a lot of time. So that means if I need 10 million naira, I have to wait and start saving until I get 10 million naira before I could do what I want to do. Will that thing wait for me? It will never wait. And moreover, before you save the money to that particular amount of money you wanted, the price of that thing would have changed. And that means you have to continue saving again to attain what you want to do. But I can raise that money from my circle and get what I want to do faster. Everything I have done personally in my life is through other people's money. I don't have my money. I've never gotten money in my hand before. Don't even use my money to do anything. I always use people's money because I know how to raise people's money. I mean, how to raise money from people. That's one of my area of specialization. I am good at raising money. Do you get that? So, and that has really helped me to quickly do some of the things I want to achieve in my life. Then let's move to number 9, which is my unique circle. I call my number 9 unique circle, but it's a pity that with the position of the board, you can't all see from number 6 to number 9, but I will explain it and I will write it later to you so that you can have it, or I will find a way to write them out so that you can see. My number 9 is unique circle. Fine, let me tell you. You know, I said in my number 3 that I cut my circle small, I keep it small. Now, in my number 9 tip now, I wrote here a unique circle. Not that I don't have other people around me, but those people, they are unique people. I call them realists. While I study other people keep spiritualists. I keep realists. What do I mean by realist? I mean people who can tell me the truth, who can show me where I'm going and what's going to happen to me. I don't need spiritualists to do that. I need people who are in the field of what I am doing to sit me down and open my eyes and lead me to where I am going. People like my banker, they are the people in my circle. People like my lawyer, they are the people in my circle. People like my broker, people like my real estate man. You know, all these people, once I have anything doing around their industry, I call them together for a meeting, then we strategize. Those people are more important to me than any unreasonable or social circle. No, I keep this, my unique circle, very, very strong, and I guide them very well so that they can be responsible for my growth. Are you getting something here? So it's better I spend time with my banker. It's better I spend time with the MD or the manager of a bank or my lawyer or stockbroker and all that. Yes, all these people, I also change them per time. When I feel that I'm not comfortable with this particular one, I change, I move. There's no sentiment about it and there's no emotion about it. It's about what work. You know, I said my realist. So I have to face fact. If it is working, fine. If it is not working, we drop. There's no sentiment about it. So these people, they are more important. They can be as many as I want. I can have like 3, 4, 5 people in a particular industry. That's one circle. Like that, like that, like that. Do you get it? All these things, they work for a purpose, to achieve a purpose. And then lastly, my number 10 tip is what I call focus. People, what I found out about human is that it is not easy for a man or human to remain focused on one thing for a very long time. Human being has, a kind of a wavering mind that always opt for different things. Today, I want to do this. Tomorrow, no, it's not that. It's another thing again. Something like that. That is what human beings are fond of doing. You get it? So, but for you to be great or to achieve something, you must learn how to focus on one thing. Not that distraction will not come. It will come, but your goal is your target. Once you make up your mind that, no, this is where I'm going, every other thing you block your hair. to it, and you make sure that you channel all everything, your resources, your energy, your power, your everything towards that particular thing. Whatever amount of time it's going to take you is unnecessary. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that at the end you are able to deliver whatever you want. So with this short idea, this has been the rules that took me from nothing, from zero, to where I am today. These tips, I don't joke with them. I don't joke with all these things. They are in me. They are part of my belief system. They are part of my makeup. So that is what I am following, and it's working, and it will work forever. Do you understand? So enjoy this and see if there is anything that will work with your lifestyle in what I've highlighted here, and adopt part of it and try it, and let's see whether you are not going to get results in short time. Thank you. Enjoy your holiday and have fun. Thank you. Bye.